Okay, so welcome to another video. It's the third one, and today I was going to talk about one of my own philosophies. You can call it. It's I call it learn from the past, plan to the future, and live in the moment. All three things, because many people they only do one of these things. Or you always hear that we need to learn from the past. Everyone says that, and but I don't think many people actually do. Like, of course, they learn don't have another world war, or those type of things. Learn from wars and like big things that happen, but many people, they make the same mistakes again and again and again, and don't really learn from their own mistakes. So that's one thing that I want you to take with you, is that every time you make a mistake, every time you do something that you're not supposed to do, or that you know is wrong, then say to yourself, oh, this was wrong. It was my own fault. I did it. Next time it's not gonna happen. And keep on reminding you that you did it and that you're not gonna do it. Don't overthink it. Just think of it for a little while, a few minutes, so that it sticks in your mind. And the next time you're in a situation where you're likely to make that mistake again, then then you know not to do it. So really learn from your mistakes, and also it could be very helpful for you to write it down. So write down your thoughts on a piece of paper, and really use that to your advantage, to avoid making the same mistakes again. Write down your mistakes and read them over, and so you remember them. And then we have the plan for the future. Now, many people, I say, most people in today's society, they live in this kind of YOLO state. You only live once, right? But the thing is, they don't think ahead. So many people, they say that no, just do it, get that tattoo, or do that one stupid thing. You only live once, right? And yeah, you only live once, but like, it ain't realistic that you're gonna die tomorrow. How long do you want to live? Like, if you live for 100 years, maybe that tattoo was not such a good idea. Like, you're gonna have that for the rest of your life, and you probably want to live for a fair amount of time. And also, doing such stupid things could ruin your reputation as well. And so that's one aspect of it. Don't just do stupid stuff, because you're not gonna die tomorrow. You have a long life before you. And also, the next point is that many people, they just go with the flow. They don't really plan. Like most people, they plan at most 2 days, or maybe you plan that in some month, that date I'm gonna do that or do that. But most people don't plan their life out, and I really think that you should, because if you don't have a plan, you don't have a goal, you don't know where you're going, so it's really easy to lose track, and to go off track, and lose your way. So you should really set yourself goals, and make a solid plan for the future, so you know where you're headed, and then you can know if you're on the right track. For me, for example, I have goals and plans. My plan is obviously to get into a school I want, and after that school, I'm gonna move out. I I maybe plan to live in a boat actually, because the rent is zero. So, but also, if the channel blows up, uh, that's also one thing that I can think about. But that's yeah, that I'll wait a bit and see. So, but it's really important to plan ahead, and if you plan if you plan 10 years ahead, then yeah, then you're better than, like, then you're already in top 1% of planners. Like, just a tiny minuscule of people plan that far ahead. So yeah, plan your life. Plan like what's where are you gonna get your income over the next years? If you go to school, still live with your parents, then you can think, when you go out of school, where am I gonna go? Think, what am I gonna do afterwards? Obviously, if you're very young, don't think that you have to choose what you're gonna work for with the rest of your life. But it's really important to just think over and just think. Yeah, begin thinking really, and think what could I do the, the rest of my life. And for me, that's probably some type of engineering. Though I hope this channel can be something that I can do for the rest of my life. But yeah, so either YouTube or engineering is really my two top things. And now it's the final thing, the one that most people are familiar with. It's live in the moment. And what this means is basically that when you're done with the two other things, when you're done with learning from your past, not making the same mistakes again, and when you're making good choices and planning where you're headed in life, then you can take some time and just feel what's around you. And that's something I really like to do. Just go out in nature and breathe fresh air, and take a second to just enjoy everything that's around you. Like these these pine cones, for example. They're it's really easy to just go and go around in life and forget everything around you, because you're stressed about work, about relationships, or about anything else, about rent and stuff like that. But yeah, uh, you should you shouldn't stress. And if there is something that's really stressing you, like, say for example, say you wanna really get into this school, and you don't know if you're gonna do it, then think to yourself, okay, if I'm stressing over this, that means that it must be important, right? And if it's that important to you, then yeah, just take some time to think over it, do some relaxing things. And also, if you haven't, put in some real work. Use that stress factor to boost your work. So work really hard to get into that school, or to get into that job you want, or yeah, to do anything in life that you really want to accomplish or that you stress over. And if it's something like a relationship, then it can really help to just find a friend or something to talk to, or just going out in nature and take a walk, breathe slowly, and just try to relax, because the thoughts they usually come around that time when when you're doing those activities. And yeah, it's really important. And then obviously, if it's a relationship, you should talk with your girlfriend or boyfriend, or yeah. So yeah, it's really important to just relax. And if you have learned from your past, you won't make mistakes that will stress you out. And if you plan to the future, you most likely you will know where you're going. And if you plan, then if you're really good at planning, at least you will know where you're headed, how to stay on track, and hopefully you won't be stressed out, because things that stress us most out in life is mostly the things that come unexpected. And if you're a really good planner and you plan long into the future, then unexpected things come less often. And then when those unexpected things comes, like someone dies, or you are in an accident or something, then you can use the extra brain capacity, and the extra time that planning gives you. And because you're less stressed out generally, then you can use all that energy to process it. And yeah, and life will go smoother. So yeah, that's the lesson for today is or my philosophy is yeah, learn from the past, plan for the future, and live in the moment. That's one of my philosophies. And I think in tomorrow's episode will cover one of my other philosophies, or my one other. I have two others, but one of them isn't me. I haven't made myself. But yeah, so that's one of my philosophies is live live in the moment after you've learned from the past and planned for the future. But my phone's probably cold now, so I should check, see if the video is okay. And yeah, so that's it. And I'll see you again tomorrow.